All right, ladies and gentlemen, as we told y'all earlier today, we are joined by Malik Reed, Steelers outside linebacker, man. First off, man, welcome to the team, baby. How you feeling so far, man, adjusting to this team right here, man? Obviously coming from Denver and stuff like that.
Yeah, man. Appreciate you for having me on. And man, it's been a great transition so far. And I feel like that's a testament to, the type of place that this is, and with the head coach, Coach Tomlin, and just I feel like how family oriented like things are here. So it's been great. Being traded, it's a whirlwind.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Leaving and going to another team and having to get stuff situated here. But like I said, I am glad that I'm here right now, and I know I'm here for a reason and a purpose.
No, facts. And I actually wanted to ask you too, man, to start out with that, how did you actually find out you were going to get traded? Because we know everybody gets these stories differently. Some people find out via social media, some is through their agent, family member. So how was your story in terms of when you found out you were getting traded?
Yeah, it was something that me and my agent had talked about could be a possibility the day before. So it wasn't nothing that hit me by surprise. And to talk to the GM in the morning, let me know what was going down, that I was gonna be traded. And he hated to see me go, but he told me I would be going to a great team, great organization. And yeah, that's pretty much how I found out that morning. And then I had a flight. It was
What?
like 4 or 5 o'clock that night.
Jeez.
So yeah, flew
So
in and then
straight duffel bagged it up and just went on, huh?
yeah, man, I had a few hours to say bye
Oh my
to people,
gosh.
talk to people. And then I was in Pittsburgh. My flight got delayed, so I didn't really leave till like 6 or 7. And got to Pittsburgh around 11:30. So I didn't get to the hotel till like 12 something. Then get to sleep till like 1.
Dang. And then you
And
fresh
then
out in the meetings.
Yeah, in the meetings, practice. I even practiced that day too.
Wow.
I didn't know what was going on, but it was cool though. Man, they was telling me where I should go and what I should be doing, so it was cool.
Nah, I like that right there. And just in the simple fact of when you found out it was Pittsburgh, how was your reaction to that part of it as well, man? Because like you said, it was a trade, so you don't really control where you're going, what this team is going to be. So what was that like when you knew it was Pittsburgh?
Man, it was a blessing. I was fortunate enough to. I was with. I know you probably know Ray Jackson.
Yeah, Ray J. Come on, got a little Ray Jack, man. Good dude. Good dude.
Ray Jack. Yeah, that's my guy. And we had a great relationship, and enjoy. I would have talks with him all the time. He would talk about Pittsburgh all the time, and how great it was here, and his time and stuff, and how things were just different. It just felt different. You know what I mean? And how great of organization it was, and how about the business they were. And so, man, I heard nothing but great things about it. Even when I was leaving, I got a chance to talk to the head coach.
Yeah.
And everybody had nothing but great things to say, about Pittsburgh and the Steelers and stuff like that. So I was excited, man. I was ready for the next step, next journey, and, to see what God had in store for me. So that's pretty much how that went.
No, I like that. Respect.
How'd you feel about leaving Denver? Because sometimes when dudes get traded, they go from like a shitty situation and they get to like a good organization like the Steelers. But in this case, you guys just got Russell Wilson. But I do know that you were you third on the depth chart over in Denver? So like, what was just going on through your mind about leaving Denver? Like, was that even a thought going through your mind earlier in the offseason about getting traded or getting into a spot that might be more beneficial for you professionally?
I guess it was. I could see they tender me during the off season. I was restricted. They tender me and everything, and so, and then they brought in other guys and then switched people, to my position. Switched people to the position and stuff like that. So I know, edge rusher, that was something that I think was a big priority for them in the off season, and so I was looking forward as, opportunity to compete. You know what I'm saying? Go put my best foot forward and. Looking forward to the year. So I ain't really know, what it was going to look like in terms of, being traded or being somewhere else like that. You know what I mean? I was just trying to keep my head down, stay working, and let the rest take care of itself. You know what I mean? And so, but it didn't, the opportunity presented itself, and I feel like it really ended up being really the best thing for me. You know what I mean? And, with more opportunity, you know what I mean? And like you said, coming to an organization that's, about and doing things the right way. And so, yeah, I was fortunate and happy, to be coming here.
How did the vibe switch over in Denver whenever Russ got there?
Man, it was good. Russ, he's a good dude, great dude. You know what I mean? Only hear good things about him. But it's cool to see, him firsthand and to see how, welcoming he is. Like, trying to do things outside of the building, inviting us to the games and try to do things more inclusively. Help bring the team together and stuff like that. And so I feel like, he's a great teammate, and of course he's a great player on the field. And so, I enjoyed my time there with him. And, even as a, brother in Christ, being able to learn from each other, continue to sharpen each other. So, I have nothing but great things to say about him, and I hope he has a great year this year.
No, without a doubt. And trust me, man, he's definitely one of them well-respected guys, man, because of what he does on and off that field, man. Absolutely.
Right.
Now, you have been in Pittsburgh, man. You've been a part of the team now for a couple of weeks. Just talk about how you've been adjusting to the city, man. Are you feeling comfortable with it, man? Are you feeling comfortable with the team in particular and your role with them as well?
Yeah, no doubt. Definitely getting a feel for the city. The city it got a lot of character, I feel like, to the city. You know what I'm saying? And you take that, however you want to take it. But yeah, it's a lot of character.
Absolutely.
I like it though. Because it's kind of, where I'm from, Alabama, we have a lot of trees and stuff like that, and that little nature aspect of it. So it's kind of cool to get back to that. In Denver, you don't have like trees everywhere.
Oh, you got the
Kinda
mountains
more
out that
open.
there, yeah.
Exactly, yeah, more open and stuff like that. So it's cool to get back to like a little humid climate. You know what I'm saying? And my wife, she liking it, she enjoying it. And even my role here, I'm enjoying that as well. And, the things that they have and how aggressive they are as a defense, and how they really let you go play free. So I'm enjoying it too.
Nah, let's go. Now I like that as well, man. Now I did want to bounce back a little bit, man. Your rookie year, 2019, with the Denver Broncos, your position coach was Brandon Staley, obviously, who's the head coach of the Los Angeles Chargers now. Just talk about what that experience was like for you as a rookie playing under Brandon Staley, and if you kind of felt even in that moment that, hey, man, this guy could be a head coach somewhere.
Oh, no doubt about it, man. I learned so much about the game from Coach Fangio as well, but Coach Staley, who was my position coach, he had a big hand, and I feel like how much we learned in that defense and really having a good jump start, I feel like, into helping grow as a football player and understanding what offenses is trying to do against us. Like he just had a way of breaking it down and making it make sense. And you know what I mean, and being really open, vulnerable, can talk to him and stuff like that. And so
because he's still fairly young too. Absolutely,
he is. So he had a way of connecting, I feel like, with younger players and even older players too. Get the best out of you, I would say. And so I was grateful to have that time with him.
No, I like that.
All right, this one might be a tough one.
Say what?
This one might be a tough one.
Who's that?
I'm really interested though. Who's the best player you played with?
The best player I played with?
Yeah.
Why y'all laughing?
He trying to put you in a box. He trying to put you in a bar right here.
I see. Like, you only said I'm just a few weeks here. You know what I mean? Like, the best player I played with the longest, or
there it is. Talk your way out of this, Malik. Talk your way out. Don't you let him put you in that box.
TJ Watt versus Von Miller. I think that's what it comes down to.
I'm trying to clarify. I'm gonna say I have played with some great players while I've been in the league. That's where I'm gonna leave it at.
There it is.
And I'm fortunate because I get to learn from them every day. You know what I'm saying? It's not too often you get to learn from some future Hall of Famers. You know what I mean?
Facts.
So yeah, it's been great.
All right, that's fair. We'll let you get away with that one. How's the defense feeling though right now? Because we've been talking on the podcast, like, we see some really positive signs in what you guys are doing. It's just some things haven't worked out in the defensive direction these last couple games. So along with the injuries and then just the outcomes of these recent games, how you guys feeling heading into Buffalo as a unit?
Good, man. Like you said, we've been doing some, I feel like, really good things on defense, and unfortunately hasn't resulted in wins every week. But it's something I feel like to hang your hat on. Like, if you can play great defense in the league, you have a chance, I feel like, to win every game.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see it in the past few games how pretty much all of them been one score. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like close games. You know what I mean? So I feel like, we have taken strides, and yeah, we've had to adjust, what I'm saying, with injuries and things like that. But I just feel like we have grown. We grow, what I'm saying, every week, and are able to show, what we can do. And I'm excited for the opportunity that we get this week because, they have a great offense. And there's nothing better as a defense to go in there, and have a great game against them.
Obviously, the top storyline is Kenny Pickett. What was your reaction to the
You said
QB
that was
switch?
a storyline?
Huh?
I had no clue that was a storyline this week, man. It was a switch at quarterback. I had no clue that took place this week, man.
Really? Yeah. I'm sorry. What was the question?
Yeah, what was your reaction to the QB switch? Like, it happens in game, and
Yeah. It it was something that, I guess the coaches, felt was the best thing for our team moving forward, like for that game, and then I guess for this week as well. So, man, that's who we rolling with, and we all behind them, and coach's decision, and so. We're gonna try to, as a defense, try to get them the ball as much as we can. You know what I'm saying, and be disruptive. Try to get turnovers, give the offense more opportunities, and try to hold their offense down as well.
No, absolutely, man. And honestly, that's what it has to be. So yeah, I'm liking that already, man. Shout out to y'all for that. Let's get it. Now, now, I want to back it up also, man, and start back a little bit, man. Taking it back from you coming out of the Alabama area, but what led you to go all the way out to Nevada for college? Because you played high school in Alabama. You're from Alabama. I see you still got an Alabama number as well. So you seem real Bama,
Yeah, I am, man. But shoot, coming out of high school, I really ain't started getting offers till like after my other than like some one AA. I feel like schools getting offers until after my senior year, and so I had offer from Georgia Southern and Nevada. Wake Forest was recruiting me for a while and kind of fell off towards the end. And
now, were you always an outside linebacker even when you were in high school, or were you playing a different position?
I was a defensive end.
Okay.
Yeah. So in the trenches. I was in the trenches.
Let's go hand in the dirt one time for the culture. Respect. Yeah.
Exactly. But and so I had a chance to go to Georgia Southern, and I got a chance to see the place, and it was cool, good college town and stuff like that. And then I was like, I said, might as well go out to Nevada and see what they have to offer and stuff. And it was different, man. It was totally different than what I was used to, what I experienced. Got a chance to see the facilities, see the area, see the meet the people that was there. And I just felt like that's what God wanted me to be. I could just feel it in my spirit and stuff like that. And that's why I chose and decided to go, man. And where I come from is you see all the time, like a lot of talented people, but it's hard for them to get out. You know what I'm saying? They don't. I feel like kind of get comfortable in the situation they in. Some people go out to college, but they would come back and stuff like that. And, man, I just wanted to get away. You know what I'm saying? Experience it, especially while I was young. You know what I mean? And I feel like it helped me grow up a lot as a man and as a person as well. And I feel like develop my own individuality, independence and stuff like that. And yeah, I feel like it was the best thing for me at that time.
No, that's dope as heck, man. I always wondered that, man. Whenever you see a guy go from the East Coast to, a random school, I was like, yo, what was the connection? Was it like you had a dad that was out there, a cousin? Like, what was going on, man? But no, that's dope, man.
Yeah, and what's crazy is that Troy was like right down the road, like 45 minutes down the road. My dad played at Troy. He played basketball at Troy.
Okay.
He was a Hall of Famer there and everything.
Dang, you ain't go to pop school?
They ain't recruit me. They ain't recruit me. They ain't offer me. They 45 minutes down the road.
That's
45
nice.
Minutes per hour.
Hey, they're lost. They're lost, man.
Yeah, I'm here now.
Absolutely.
That's all I got to say.
Absolutely. And then from there, I mean, obviously, you make your journey to the NFL, but you get into the league as an undrafted free agent. So we know, excuse me, as undrafted guys, you get to determine, in a sense, where you're going to go. So just talk about what led to your decision to go to Denver. And then obviously with the draft, did you expect to be drafted, or what was that like for you personally?
Yeah, I feel like it definitely was an opportunity to get drafted. I heard anything from, 5th to 7th and stuff like that. And so, I was definitely ready for the opportunity if it presented itself. But once, once that didn't happen, it seemed like calls just started coming. I mean, it was people calling my agent, it was people calling me during the draft and stuff like that. And I could think they was, talking about, free agency and, we don't have any more picks left in the draft and, trying to get me in and get me as an unrestricted free agent and stuff like that. And so my agents talked to them, and it was like 3 places that they had kind of like lined up or that they was thinking of. And Denver was on there as one of the 3. And it was another thing, man, where it was God, like I feel like I had something like a dream or a vision, it's up playing, in Denver Stadium, in seeing Von Miller playing with him as well.
Yeah.
And like, man, I was like, I feel like it's another chance that, a path that God is leading me on, just the same as when I went to Reno to play in Nevada. And so, man, I just, trusted that and believed in that. And that's why I ended up going to Denver.
And I've heard you bring up your spirituality and obviously your belief in Christ. I'm a believer as well, man. So definitely glad to hear you on the good side. But
yeah,
what got you into that, man? Like, what's because you seem heavily grounded and rooted in your faith. Where did that come from for you?
I was always like brought up in the church. I always, went to church. My mom, God-fearing woman and things like that. But I feel like, I knew, her God and, had a relationship with him, through her, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like I didn't have a relationship with him for myself. But once I had a chance to go to Reno, and I feel like that gave me an opportunity to develop my own relationship with God. You know what I mean? Because I had my own, trials.
Take your own journey, yeah.
Yeah, things that you go through and stuff like that, and you have to, lean on them. And I was learning more about him. We had an FCA leader called James Kitchen, and he was learning more about, God and reading the Bible and stuff like that. And, I feel like that began to light my fire, my, thirst to, know more about them and learn more about them. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's where it really took off, while I was in college. Because, like I said, I was all by myself. So, it was all me. You know what I'm saying?
And you was across country, absolutely.
Make my own decisions. You know what I'm saying? Make my decision to trust in him. You know what I'm saying? And learn more about him. And from there, like, I could just see him, working, in my life and in my situations and stuff like that. And it was amazing. Because one thing that stuck out to me, James, was like, once you go out there, you play, play for him, do it all for the glory, glory of God, you know what I'm saying, everything you do. And that's something that I've carried with me all the way up until even now. And so, yeah, that's been a huge part of my life.
No, that's dope as heck, man. I'm actually glad that you shared that as well, man, because you already know, man, as believers, man, some people not as confident, or some people just need to hear that other people are on that board as well, man. So definitely glad to hear you doing that. Now, I do got to ask you, because obviously your former teammate Von Miller was, he had to address it. All right. We had Kenny Pickett have to address it. Everybody wants to know, what are your thoughts on this here 14-point spread, man? Are there underdogs in the NFL? How you feeling about this whole situation right now?
Well, honestly, man, I don't even be paying attention to the spread like that. To be honest, I don't pay attention to it. I go out and try to handle business. That's what I'll be focused on.
That's exactly what Von Miller said. He said most players in the NFL, we ain't worried about that. We're just going out to play again.
It was like you have a general idea, but you don't look and say, "Hey, man, we 12-point underdogs this week, man." They don't believe, or we 12-point favorite this week. Like, it's just a little different.
We got a lot of different things to worry about, man. We trying to start the Bills offense. That's what we were worried about.
Facts. He said, "Yo, I don't care about any spread y'all talking about right now. We got real stuff to worry about today."
Exactly.
I like it, man. And we definitely appreciate you taking some time too. The last one that we have for you, though, man, before we let you go, just talk about your welcome to the NFL moment.
Man, shoot. Let me see. I think getting the playbook. I think man, it seemed like so much it was different in the terms of like how detailed, the NFL playbook is, and all the studying that goes into it. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like things in colleges were a little more basic. You know what I'm saying? But once you get to the NFL, and you seeing different offenses, and learning different schemes and how they trying to attack, the defense that you in. I feel like that was my welcome to the NFL moment. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it was necessarily a play. Yeah. Oh,
Just
matter of fact,
getting that
I
front.
got one more.
Okay. Hey, we all for multiple welcome to the NFL moments
yeah.
now. Hey, have
Lambeau.
at it. Have at it. Absolutely.
Yeah. Going to play the Packers. It was my rookie year. You know what I'm saying? Like, you always hear Lambeau Field.
Yeah.
I was a
the
little
mystique,
bit of
the energy around it. Yeah.
Yeah, and I was a little bit of a Packers fan growing up because I like Brett Favre. Brett Favre.
Okay. Shut up. I'm with you. You know how
I said growing up.
Fair enough. All right.
Yeah.
We like that version. Yes, the growing up version. Yes.
I can't speak for the stuff that's going on now. You know
I was like, I don't want to shout him out all the way, but I get where we at with this. Yes.
Football, playing football. Yes. but yeah, man. So I was a fan growing up. So having the opportunity to go play in that stadium, and the history, so much history that they have there, and man, just walking out and seeing like the championships that they had won, and just like you said, just the feeling that you get, because you hear it all the time on TV, but actually being there, being in the stadium, and man, it was crazy. Like, even the Monday night, the game, it was 2 games before that, but the Monday night game we was playing against the Raiders. It was our first game. And the Raiders, they hate the Broncos. So they was throwing bottles and stuff at our boys.
Man, we thought the Raiders hate everybody, man. We didn't know it was
They might.
But they just seem real honorary, man.
Yeah, they doing some everything. And then, man, once you under them lights on Monday night, and they stadium was rocking.
Let's go.
I'm like, what? So this is the NFL, huh? Like, yeah. So, man. Yeah,
I say finally arrived to the show, Monday Night Football, man. Ain't nothing like it.
Exactly, man. So I was juiced, man. The first play, I'm out there shaking. I'm hyped.
Let's go.
So actually, I got one more for you. Kevin Dotson last year famously said that he could take out a cheetah if it was like a 1v1 like fight. Could you take out a cheetah? We'll just start right there.
Could I take out a cheetah?
Yeah. And this is all stemming from your boy Dotson. Just throwing that out there. Dotson said that he could take
a weapon.
No, he said with his bare hands,
you 1v1.
He could be the cheetah.
Shoot. Man, I don't know. That's a tough one, because you can't run from. They ain't nothing like, they too athletic to do anything too athletic for them. You know what I mean?
How you feel about the strength though? You got to have a little advantage there, right?
Yeah, I got it.
If it's do or die, the adrenaline might be kicking in.
If I'm fighting for my life, I think I can get a cheetah. I can get a cheetah.
Okay.
I can take it. Yeah.
Are you worried about the teeth at all?
A little bit. Yeah. You gotta avoid them teeth. You gotta get them around the head, or you can't leave the head free where it can bite you.
And are you worried about the cheetah's claws or anything like that when he try to swing and stuff?
Nah, you pin him down good enough. Ain't no way he can scratch you. You know what I'm saying? He can't just go crazy and scratch you, like, you know what I mean? You gotta get the head. You gotta put him in the headlock. And put your body weight on it. Put your body weight on it.
I'm visualizing. I just go little brother the cheetah. I got you. All right.
Yeah. Now if it's a lion, I ain't playing.
It's a wrap.
Okay, so that's the line.
Fair enough then. Fair enough. So the line is that cheetah there.
Huge. Have you seen a lion?
I'm familiar. I've seen them all, but I think of them cheetah. I'm like, they still got teeth in them claws, and that's my whole dilemma. I'm like,
Moats was even saying a wolf would be up in the air.
Because I'm worried about them teeth. When they start biting, I think that might take me out of my killer.
Are big too.
Yeah,
I think a wolf is bigger than a cheetah too.
Yeah, I know the bite's gonna hurt. That's what I'm worried about. Yeah. That one bite, it might turn that switch off. I'm like, oh, mama.
Make you think about it. Like that pain make you think a little different.
Yeah, man. So it definitely gets like that, man. It definitely does. Yeah. But not like that, though. That's a fair answer right there. But no, as a whole, man, we definitely appreciate you taking some time to hop on the podcast with us, man. We're super excited to have you here in Pittsburgh, man. As an alumni, I'm glad as heck to see you here, man. I'm hyped about you because I was a fan of what you were doing in Denver anyways, man. So keep doing your thing. Stay healthy, man, all right? And we're rooting for you over here. No doubt, man.
Appreciate it, man. Y'all have a great one.
All right, peace, bro.
Thank y'all for having me again.
Oh, yeah, no doubt, man. All right, peace.
All right, peace.